There are shoes that can make you look broke, and it has nothing to do with how much you spend on them. It's not about price, it's about the image they project. Without realizing it, you might be erasing your elegance every time you choose the wrong pair. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 types of shoes that should never be in an elegant woman's closet. Stay with me until the end, because number 1 is the most common, the most deceptive, and you might be wearing it right now. Shoe number 7, sandals with too many embellishments. Have you seen those sandals that look like a carnival parade? They're so overloaded with decorations that instead of adding charm, they pull the eye away and take delicacy away from your entire look. Giant flowers, butterflies that look ready to fly off, and pom-poms in every color. Don't get me wrong. Sure, they might be fun in a store window, but in practice, they throw your entire outfit off balance. It's impossible to look at them without thinking of something childish, chaotic, and far from sophisticated. The biggest issue is how they affect your silhouette. These sandals don't offer any structure or clean lines. Instead, they make your feet look wider, your legs less toned, and your overall frame less defined. Rather than elongating your figure, they break up the natural lines of your body and turn every step into an over-the-top show. What sandals should do is streamline and lighten your look. But these end up taking away elegance, like walking around with a carnival decoration stuck to your feet. Elegance is built on proportion and balance, not an overload of decorations. And while many people think that a flashy shoe draws attention away from other areas, the truth is, it draws attention away from you. It becomes the focus, overshadowing what should be shining. Your poise and your presence. A better alternative? Sandals with clean designs, solid straps, and neutral colors. Because a sophisticated woman doesn't need noisy accessories. She's unforgettable all on her own. And if you want a little detail, go for subtle metallic buckles. Something that elevates, not overwhelms. The best option is to choose classic tones that bring light to your outfit. Beautiful, my love. Your shoes aren't just accessories, they're tools that support your stride. You need sandals that frame your silhouette with grace, not ones that hide it. And if you think I'm exaggerating, wait till you see what's next. But first, if you're enjoying this kind of advice, hit that subscribe button. Here, we talk about fashion. Yes, but more than that, we talk about self-worth, personal style, and feminine power. Shoe number 6, clear heels. Ah yes, the infamous transparent heels. At some point, someone decided that plastic shoes could be modern and sexy. The problem is that illusion doesn't last. Instead of elegance, they project something artificial, fragile, even a little desperate to look young at all costs. And when you put them on, it gets even worse. That vinyl compresses your feet, fogs up, and makes everything look uncomfortable. You could be perfectly styled, but the moment you wear those shoes, it all looks thrown together, like you reach for a costume at the last minute. It's a small detail that brings the entire outfit down. Plus, that plastic material doesn't hold up well. It scratches, it clouds over, it gets dirty fast. A shoe that's supposed to be invisible ends up stealing the spotlight, and not in a good way. Elegance and plastic rarely work well in the same sentence. The better alternative? Classic heels made from quality materials, something that will last and be worth the investment. Leather, suede, or patent leather. And if your goal is to elongate your legs, nothing does it better than light-toned shoes. You'll get the same visual effect, but with a polished, timeless finish that radiates confidence and sophistication, because a woman who knows she's elegant doesn't need see-through tricks to prove it. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Shoe number 5. Fuzzy boots. Yes, they're comfy. Yes, they're warm. But they're also the number one enemy of sophistication. Fuzzy boots, outside of a ski lodge, look like slippers in disguise. They offer no structure, no style, and worst of all, they visually shorten your legs and take presence away from your whole silhouette. It's even worse when the fluff wears down, and they just look like crushed bread loaves with soles. The real problem with fuzzy boots is the way they throw your proportions off. They add bulk to your legs, shrink your ankles, and make your feet look wider and heavier, all of which kills your graceful stride. And visually, they look more like house slippers than real shoes, which sends a message of carelessness instead of class. And you know this, Queen. Comfort should never be mistaken for laziness. Wearing these boots says something else too. It says you've given up. Yes, they keep you warm, but at the cost of your style. And that's a mistake. Because if there's one thing that sets sophisticated women apart, it's the ability to master any season without losing their essence. The better choice? Leather boots with clean lines and a moderate heel. They keep you warm, flatter your legs, and exude confidence. The difference is night and day. While fuzzy boots say, "I don't care." A sharp pair of boots says, "I own my image in any weather." Nowadays, elegant leather boots come with internal linings and warm insoles that keep you cozy, without bulking up your silhouette or giving you that clunky look. But what's next, my love, is even more controversial. A shoe many women wear every day, but that kills elegance at first glance. Shoe number 4. Crocs as casual footwear. I know a lot of people love them. They're lightweight, they're comfy, but Crocs weren't designed to express style. They're fine in the garden, on the beach, or at home. But the moment they become your go-to shoes for stepping outside, your whole look crumbles. They take structure away from your body, make your legs look shorter, and give off a strong air of, "I don't care." The problem is, these shoes have a very childish language. The rubbery material, the holes, the bright colors. None of it fits with the image of a mature woman trying to project sophistication. They're the perfect excuse not to think about what you're wearing, but also the quickest way for people to assume you don't care about your presence. Victoria Beckham, who's built her entire identity around elegance, was very clear when she said she'd never wear Crocs as casual shoes. If she wants comfort, she goes for sneakers, loafers, or flats. Styles that serve the same practical function, but elevate the figure instead of dragging it down. Now, let's be honest. What do Crocs really mean for a grown woman? Beyond the temporary comfort, they do nothing to flatter your silhouette. They widen your feet, shorten your stride, and weaken your entire look. They're the kind of shoe that makes people think you didn't put effort into your outfit, even if everything else is flawless. What's the point of a gorgeous dress, a designer bag, and elegant earrings if you look down and see rubber clogs sending the message, "I gave in to laziness"? A much better choice? Comfortable shoes made from quality materials with clean cuts, soft leather loafers, ballet flats, or crisp white sneakers. These kinds of shoes offer the same comfort, but with a very different message. I take care of myself, even when I'm dressing comfortably. Now that, my queen, is real sophistication. Comfort should never mean neglect. These options offer support and softness without ruining your silhouette. The secret lies in choosing noble materials and polished finishes, because those details tell a different story. The story of a woman who respects herself enough not to ruin her image for a rubber shortcut. But just wait for the next one, because we're about to talk about a shoe that shouts the brand louder than your own name. Shoe number 3, logo-plastered shoes. A subtle logo can be a touch of luxury, but when a shoe is covered in big letters and oversized symbols, all it projects is a desperate need to show status. And ironically, the bigger the logo, the cheaper the outfit tends to look. It's an overload that breaks the rule of discreet elegance. The issue isn't the brand itself, it's the lack of balance. These giant logos overwhelm the eye, steal attention from the rest of your outfit, and turn a refined look into something flashy. In the end, the logo speaks louder than your personal style, and that's something a sophisticated woman simply cannot allow. Queen Letizia is the perfect example of how to handle this. She often wears luxury brands, but you'll rarely see visible logos. Instead, she chooses pieces with great design, perfect tailoring, and high-quality fabrics that speak for themselves. The result? A distinguished presence that doesn't need to announce what she's wearing. Here's what matters most. A shoe should never say the brand louder than it says your name. Oversized logos are a visual distraction that draw the eye away. And worse, they make it look like you depend on the label to have style. A sophisticated woman doesn't need to prove anything with a logo, because her grace and her confidence speak volumes on their own. So what's the better choice? Shoes with clean lines, solid colors, and flawless finishes. Kitten heels, for example, are a brilliant demonstration that elegance and comfort can go hand in hand. With their low heel, they're incredibly comfortable to walk in for hours. They give you stability without losing that refined touch every woman deserves. They're lightweight, practical, and adapt naturally to your daily rhythm. Because, my queen, nothing speaks more of true style than feeling confident and at ease with every step. Think black kitten heels, cream, brown, white, burgundy, or even two-tone options. This kind of choice speaks of self-assurance and refined taste, not a craving for external validation. At the end of the day, true luxury is expressed through subtlety. If your shoe is shouting the brand, it steals the spotlight. If it has quiet quality, it enhances your power. And remember, my queen, when your style is authentic, it doesn't need a flashing sign to be noticed. Shoe number 2, neon shoes. Neon colors have one big problem. They're just too loud. Shoes in these fluorescent shades instantly turn any outfit into an unnecessary spectacle. And it doesn't matter how elegant the rest of your outfit is. With those shoes on, the message becomes excess, imbalance, and a cartoonish vibe. The biggest mistake? They completely break visual harmony. Instead of elongating your figure, they draw the eye straight to your feet, creating a disconnect in your entire look. They might be fun in a teen's closet, but in real life, they take a mature outfit and strip it of all its elegance in seconds. These shades were made to glow under nightclub lights, not for a walk, an event, or to project confidence. What's even more misleading is that because they're so bright, they seem to give off youthful energy, when in reality, they just create noise and visual chaos. Now think of Jennifer Lopez, a woman who owns her style with impeccable presence. You'll never catch her in neon heels because she knows that elegance is built on harmonious palettes, rich colors, and intentional accents. She doesn't need neon to stand out. Her presence lights up the room. If you want bold color, choose sophisticated bold, rich tones that shine without screaming. Think olive green, aqua, royal blue, fuchsia, red, or lilac. These shades are elegant, powerful, and full of personality. Unlike neon, they offer depth and instant refinement. They're intense but polished, perfect for lengthening your silhouette, exuding confidence, and commanding attention the right way. These tones light you up with class and project assurance, making your shoes frame your presence rather than compete with it. Always remember, it's better to wear a striking color that complements you than one that overpowers you. Shoes should be an accent of your style, not the main event. At the end of the day, it's you who should shine. Your shoes are just there to walk beside your greatness. Shoe number 1. Rhinestoned or bedazzled shoes. So many women believe rhinestone-covered shoes are the definition of elegance. But the reality is quite the opposite. Those models full of glitter, sequins, or imitation gems have one big flaw. They're overly theatrical, and they often cross the line into tacky. Instead of elevating your look, they overwhelm it, making it feel like a costume rather than a refined outfit. Here's the core truth, Queen. Shoes loaded with bling often dim your presence. They scream, "Look at me," instead of saying, "Remember me." And believe me, if an accessory is shining more than you are, something's wrong. The major problem is how they steal the spotlight. The shoe stops being a compliment and becomes the star of the show, disrupting the harmony of your entire ensemble. Jennifer Lopez, for example, has worn rhinestone-covered boots in some of her performances, and on stage, they work. But outside of the spotlight, in an elegant setting, that kind of excess doesn't communicate class. Instead, it gives off an energy that clashes with the image of a confident, mature woman. The alternative? Go for metallic finishes, but keep them subtle. Gold, silver, rose gold, tones that catch the light without being loud. These shades reflect the sophistication of a woman who doesn't need fireworks to stand out. Remember, clean lines are your best allies, whether at a formal event, a special dinner, or a chic casual outing. They elevate your presence without distracting from what truly matters, you. Because an elegant woman doesn't need her shoes to shout. She needs shoes that walk quietly beside her greatness. It's 1,000 times better to invest in a beautiful pair of metallic shoes than in glitter-bombed heels. And the best part? They adapt to different occasions, always giving you that elevated, confident vibe. If you made it this far, drop a "I love my style" in the comments, so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.